Hello, dear students. Welcome to What, Why, How, the daily initiative by IAS Baba, where we take up a current affair or an editorial and we declutter it in less than 10 minutes. The topic I have chosen today is something that is creating such a buzz in the tech world, and not just the tech world, even for the common public. This is regarding a new AI tool that is now there in the market called as your Deep Seek. So you can see all of these articles in the last 2 days or so have come about regarding Deep Seek. Some say about how it is the best AI model that is there in the world right now, competing against other models like your ChatGPT, OpenAI, etc. And how at the same time this DeepSeek is created by China and a certain censorship issues regarding it. How DeepSeek has now been, it's taking away all of the, or at this point when DeepSeek had come into the market, what has happened is a lot of stocks of your other tech companies have fallen. So there's a lot of buzz around this DeepSeek. So let's explore what DeepSeek is. So, DeepSeek is an AI or artificial intelligence tool that was created by a China based, and specifically in China, a Hangzhou based AI research lab. And of all of its models, they have published several models from almost 2023 onwards. This particular model, called as your DeepSeek AI R1, is its latest model. The most famous models that they have is R1 and R10. And here, this particular company was started by a pioneer in China who's been there in the AI field from its beginning. He's called as Liang Wenfeng. And right now, this DeepSeek is what is taking the world by a storm. So, what exactly makes DeepSeek so unique, and why is it that everyone's rallying behind it? These are some of the things that you need to first understand. See, first of all, DeepSeek is that kind of a model which is extremely free. When I'm saying free, it actually means the cost part of it. All other systems like OpenAI or your Cloud Sonnet, which are there in the market right now, these are accessible, or the very important features of these things are accessible only through a paid subscription. You might be able to access it just for a trial version, but beyond that, you will need a paid subscription. But over here, your DeepSeek is absolutely free. That means it can be used by any user without paying any upfront money. The reason why DeepSeek is able to give its products out for free is because of the cost efficiency that this company has. A lot of times, what has happened is in major AI companies, billions and billions of dollars are pumped in to create these products. So they do need returns from it, and that is why it comes into this place. This is the time where you have to understand DeepSeek obviously did require money, but it is not on the tune of billions and billions of dollars that have been there for the other companies. DeepSeek is actually a very low cost initiative. Now, the reason why it is low cost, there's a lot of other geopolitical and technological reasons for it. But understand, this low cost nature of DeepSeek is what is equipping it to give its products out for free to the general public. Besides, DeepSeek is actually based on research principles. All of the people working at DeepSeek just want to make AI systems better and not into a commercial product. So what happens is, it also, by being so cost efficient, what it has also done is it's taken away the other company's ability to price their products higher. That means on any day, DeepSeek's products will be preferred because it is free. And now the other companies, even if they're giving extra versions of it, they cannot price it beyond a level. Besides all of this, DeepSeek is open source. That means it is available for anyone to download, modify, and reuse. Unlike all the other models, this particular nature of this open source AI makes DeepSeek a much more transparent system. And there are certain cons of it being a open system or a open source system, because sometimes it can be misused to create AI generated non-consensual sexual images of children. There's a lot of privacy concerns like that. But nevertheless, if there are proper checks to counter this, the other part of it being a open source, free to download, free to modify system is very exceptional. Now, the most important thing about this particular system is this picture that I've shown over here. See, in all the other usages of AI, you say something, for example, you say hello, the AI system responds back hello. And if you give a question, they just keep on typing the response for it. Here is where your DeepSeek is known for its reasoning model, or your R1 that is mentioned over here is primarily to do with its reasoning. So here, when you type hello over here, what has happened over here is the DeepSeek is showing the entire process of what has gone through before it gives a response. So you can see over here, it says, okay, the user said hola or hello. That's a casual greeting, probably meant to say a hello in Spanish. It's very friendly and welcoming. Let's make sure the correct spelling if they want it in Spanish. And I can ask them how to assist them today. All of that thing is the thought process of, you can put it like that, the thought process of the AI. So, for example, if you say, how can I pass the UPSC exam in first attempt? So here, if you type that question in, what you're going to see is the AI responding with, okay, there is a first attempt, and what should be the key to doing it in the first attempt. So that entire reasoning process will be shown by your AI. This is also what is causing a lot of interest in your DeepSeek systems. Now, DeepSeek is able to do this through very advanced machine learning techniques like reinforcement learning and distillation. Reinforcement learning primarily means that the model is allowed to learn through trial and error and self-improve through algorithmic rewards. That means in your system itself, there is a mechanism for trial and error, correction, recorrection, etc. It also uses something called as mixture of experts architecture. So these are all very technical terms. Just keep this in mind. There is something called as a mixture of experts architecture. This distillation technique. Distillation technique is actually a very interesting thing. What has happened over here is, just like a teacher would teach to your students, and the student will get some part of the most important information that the teacher has without the experience or the expertise that the teacher has. So the teacher's knowledge has got distilled to the student. Here also, the AI, what it has done is, in the past, DeepSeek or the company has created larger AI models. Now, whenever they want to create a smaller AI model, they basically use the larger AI model to train the smaller ones. Basically meaning it is trying to transfer the knowledge and capabilities of larger models into smaller, more efficient models, just like how a teacher would maybe distill their information to a student. So all of these are the techniques that DeepSeek is currently using. And coming to the conclusion of it, the important thing about DeepSeek is, in a lot of times, AI was known to be a very high cost initiative. Right now, with the entry of DeepSeek, it has become very clear that you do not need billions of dollars to get into the AI industry. Besides, it has a lot of geopolitical significance. This is a company that has risen up from China, thereby giving a lot of hope that all the other previous AI companies have been in major tech fronts like your USA, etc. Right now, it has given hope to even the Southeast Asian countries that they can also venture into the AI field. And finally, there's a very interesting story regarding this. The very beginning of DeepSeek started from the idea of innovation based on scarcity. What happened is, somewhere in 2022, USA had stopped the export of graphic cards that is very essential for AI functions to happen. And they had stopped the export of graphic cards to China. And DeepSeek had a stockpile of almost 10,000 graphic cards with them till there. And the very reason they had to become efficient was they knew that they would not be able to export any more graphic cards from your USA. So what happened is they had to efficiently use this 10,000 cards that they had, and that is what led them to have so much of cost effectiveness and even efficiency as a whole. In fact, even the machine's training systems was developed to accommodate the fact that there were only 10,000 graphic or GPU cards which were there. And this is a lesson for all. You can use this bit even in your essays or anywhere. So I hope this entire topic has been decluttered for you. In the coming days, we are all going to be hearing a lot. And in fact, we are also going to be using a lot of DeepSeek in our daily activities. So I hope then you have this entire information sorted with you. Until we meet again, take care and happy learning.